started since you're all staring at me awkwardly. What a great day. Bring on 3 of our newest members of the Great Falls Police Department. You know, I'm a short timer, and I can't think of a better way to spend my final time than to bring on new members for this police department. Yesterday we went down to the Montana Law Enforcement Academy, and Officer Andrew Ritten graduated. Badge 357, killer badge number, no pun intended. I'm jealous of that, but it's great to have you on board and through the academy. And would like to welcome the families and loved ones of our officers here. What a great opportunity. I remember March 14th, 1991, a few years ago, being in a similar situation. It wasn't quite as high profile back in the day, but this is a day of celebration for these folks. And so it's a great moment for them. One person I would like to call out is Michael Nelson. No pressure, you are replacing me. So I was told to ask him how big his shoes were, but no. So I want to. Is going on here at all? No. I just wanted to shout out to him publicly. You know, he works with us to make sure the timing of the Law Enforcement Academy openings and our hirings kind of coincide. And so it's a pleasure of mine to be able to hand Michael his badge this morning, because I'm vacating and he's taking my spot. And then Otis Dilley, where are you at? Otis is retiring next month. And so we've got his replacement here as well. And so we will be keeping an eye on you guys.
Which one, Chief?
Can I pick? So without further ado, I would like to invite Lieutenant Doug Mallon to tell us a little bit more about these guys and how they got here. Doug?
As Chief already said, good morning to all of you, and thank you for taking time out of your days to be here with us. We're going to be swearing in 3 new officers of the police department, and we're thankful that you're here to witness the beginning of their careers and a piece of our history. We've said it many times before, but we're truly blessed to serve this community. We know that we have the community support while we serve in this often difficult profession that we're in. We feel that support every time we are engaged with the public. We're also blessed that fine applicants such as these 3 standing here today are still answering their own calls to service and joining us here at the GFPD. But before we get too far, I wasn't sure what the Chief was going to say this morning. I have a captive audience and someone who isn't overly comfortable receiving accolades. Gotcha. We'd like to take a moment and publicly recognize somebody else that has answered their call to service, Chief Dave Bowen. He's retiring this Friday, April 2nd, after serving the citizens of Great Falls for the past 30 years. Since the day he was hired, March 14, 1991, to the conclusion of our ceremony today, the Great Falls Police Department will have hired 198 police officers. Just take that in for a minute. Chief Bowen has served in every sworn bureau of the police department during the past 30 years and has led our agency as Chief of Police for the past 9. Since our agency's creation in 1888, we've only had 23 chiefs of police. Chief Bowen's 9 years as the chief rank him as number 6 in length of serving as chief. Chief, in your time leading our agency, you've brought community support to us and led us through difficult times. You've been able to maintain an exquisite balance in supporting your staff and keeping us accountable. You provided a perfect example to follow. It's weird with you behind me like I'm talking about.
It's trying to hide.
Yeah. Chief Bowen has taught us to serve as a member of our community. You've shown us how to show compassion to all of those that we serve, and you've led us with courage to do what is necessary and right. We thank you more than you know and wish you and your family the best in your retirement. At this time, please give Chief Bowen a round of applause. He thought I'd dropped the dime on him yesterday at the Academy graduation when they mentioned something too, but I did not. This was in the story. All right, let's get to what we're here for today. First, I'd like to introduce you to Alex Vance. Alex Vance was born and raised here in the Electric City. He's a graduate of Great Falls Central Catholic, where he was a 4.0 student. Alex started working at an early age and has held positions as a lifeguard, a swim instructor, a warehouse loader, and mechanic, helping his father's automotive business. He's currently attending and soon to graduate from the University of Providence with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Not surprising, but his current GPA is a 3.94. Who's that professor? Well, with the University of Providence, Alex interned with both Cascade County Sheriff's Office and the Great Falls Police Department. He furthered his interest in the GFPD when he also became part of the Great Falls Volunteer Program volunteering his time patrolling in the downtown area and specialized vehicle patrols. He's also been involved in many of our agency trainings as well. When not involved in work, school, or volunteering, Alex can be found in another of his hobbies on the racetracks with the Sports Car Club of America. Michael Nelson. Michael Nelson comes to us by way of Maplewood, Minnesota. He has family here in Great Falls and a zeal